See? It doesn't look 100% realistic, but it looks slightly more realistic than, say, this here. Right, short manes. This is one that I struggle with. You can do it, but I always struggle with short mane. Right, now we get eyedropper tool and we take this brown colour from the mane and we make the brush slightly smaller and flick it up through and go down and just the flow, just the stroke. It's all about playing with what you think looks better and experimenting. And just bring this through the mane and through this part as well and through the forelock. And then once you've brought the colours in, you eyedrop white or grey, let's come out here, and you bring that through as well. And it just takes this stroke off, and then doo-doo-doo. Just that slightly. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That went over the ear there. And la la. Bring the colour up into the brown, because yes, a horse would have the brown, but it wouldn't just go straight to brown. It'd fade in with slight different colours. Then get the brown again, and bring a bit of brown back into the end of the forelock rather. Bring a slight amount back into the actual mane. And then zoom out and see what we have and see where we have to adjust it. I think that looks okay. And there we have it. A mane and a tail. And then a folio's tail needs doing now. And because the foal is a different colour from the mother, you don't use the same colouring from the mother. You take the dark colour of the foal, find the darkest, and then you start working tail of the foal. Because he has a nice short foaly tail. Foals' tails are usually bushy, so try and work the colour in. And then take the light colour of the foal. Trying to work the foals. You want shorter fluffiness at the top. And work it down to a point. And because you can't see the other side, you work it through like that. And then just neaten up that bit there. And then take the slightly darker colour again and work it through lightly. Just so it doesn't look like one block of one colour. Then there we have a foal tail. And then we work on the where'd it go? Work on the light colour into the folio's main. And because this is at such a weird angle, you just try, and it's so short and choppy, and there's not much main to work with. Just take the blockiness out of it by adding, and if we zoom out, it doesn't look like one block of I need to clear my throat, sorry. Doesn't look like one block of colour. So, I believe that's all we have to do for this picture, edit-wise. Just because the hooves are so blocky, just kind of blur the edges slightly. And we can, if we want to, the fonts you can add. I'm not going to, but if you take a darker colour off the coat and then take this down all the way to 0 to 1, you can add your own brand. If it's going to work, well, you're not working. That's why I'm on the wrong. Take your brush to a circle brush. You can add a brand mark onto the fold if you really want to, like this. And because it's Fairview Stables, you take an F and an S, F, F, and because it's a brand, like that, and we'll take Legacy and Legacy, and because you can't see that very well, just darken it ever so slightly, just so you can see it. And if you zoom out, then you've got a brand on your phone. And you just blur it slightly into the butt, so it doesn't look like it's just been, like it has, drawn straight on top of the foal's bum, which it has been, but you don't want it to look like that. And if we zoom out, and we have a brand on the foal's butt. There we go. And there'd only be a brand on the other side, it'd be the other side of the mare. Just checking that I've done everything I need to. Tails, and there is no metal work or anything or saddles on, but I'll do another tutorial for that in the future. But I hope this helps. And now we've done the actual editing, we go on to filters, and if you want a lens flare, you go light and shadow. This is working with GIMP. I don't like Photoshop. I find GIMP easier to use. Each their own preference, but GIMP is free and I prefer to use it. Other people can use whatever they want, it's up to them, but this is what I use. But we go lens flare, and it'll bring up a box, and you choose where you want your lens flare to be coming from. And then we press OK, and it shall bring up the lens flare. And then we can go down here, and because we just go, oh, helps if I have a white pen. Just go. That didn't come out very well. Go why is it gone? Silly. You sign off. I usually sign off my pictures rather discreetly in the bottom corner. But go fair view, and then just very discreetly. I don't know why this doesn't want to lock in. Usually you can lock this into there by doing that, but for some reason my computer doesn't want to lock it in. And then just blur it. Ooh, too much blur. Don't want too much blur. I just don't want the whole full-on thing. There we go. And then we save it. Ooh. Save into pictures. and just save it as Fairview. Helps if I can spell. View. My pad's in my drawing pad. No. Nope. Come here, silly thing. Fairview Fire. I don't know why I put mountain. Fairview Fire, and then save. And then we go File, Export, and this gives you, whereas you're saving it, it says it's a GIMP file. This so it's set as a PNG, which is an actual picture that you can post. Ooh, phone ringing. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope this was informative. Request what you want doing in the future, and thank you. Bye.